name is Uriel Quesada. I'm from Costa Rica. I've been living in New Orleans for many years and in the United States for the past 19 years. I have a PhD in Latin American literature and I work at Loyola University New Orleans. I'm the Associate Dean in the College of Arts and Sciences and the author of 9 books. First of all, I was born in 1962. That's important because the country was very different from what Costa Rica is now. Something that I remember about growing up in that environment, it's a very conservative city, by the way, was that we lack words to call many things, beginning with who you were in terms of your sexual orientation, in terms of many things. So I don't remember talking about gay people or talking about relatives that perhaps were gay because the word didn't exist and nobody was like that. Even though when I grew up, I understood that I have not 1 or 2, perhaps 3 or 4 relatives that were gay, but they were mostly men. They live in San José. They were mysterious. They have a house in the capital that nobody visited ever. From time to time, they have friends. My family also have a friend. I remember his name was Ernesto, and he was very, very, very gay. The closest word to gay was mariquita, and it was very offensive. Of course, I was kind of a fragile boy. I had my crush with the next actor on TV, but I didn't know what's going on. But perhaps the first time that I learned that I was gay or there was something wrong with me was when I started high school and I was like 13 years old, because my PE
by the way,
instructor,
did you mean to say there was something wrong with you, or there was something different about you?
Something wrong.
Okay.
Something wrong. And I'll explain why later on. When we did the physical education teacher told a group of my classmates that I was mariquita in front of me, and simply because I wasn't that good, in physical education. I was very shy. I'm a very shy person, and I was so humiliated. I felt so bad, that more than something different, I started understanding that something was not okay, and I didn't have anyone to talk about it. I think that my own acceptance process is also linked to depression and that kind of mental illness. On the one hand, I know that I suffer from chronic depression, and I think it comes from my mom, but some aspects in your life, some events trigger the disease. And I think that knowing that I was not growing up according to the rules, that I had no attraction for girls, that I had many friends that with girls, and I liked them, but I was not really interested in them, was critical. So I suffered like my first serious mental crisis when I was 16.
Okay.
But still I didn't have the words. In my case, something that I really miss and think, well, life is weird, because I have all these gay people around me, both women and men, and they couldn't give me a hand. They didn't know how. I cannot blame them, but I say, you were, at the time, you were probably in your 40s, 50s. You couldn't be more generous, or perhaps the culture was that bad. And perhaps because it was the 80s, and we have all the issues regarding AIDS. people were extra afraid.
Does that mean in this particular case that had you had the frank discussion about them being gay, it would have made a difference in you being able to say, I'm gay?
Exactly. And in terms of saying, I understand what you're going through, I've been there, you're gonna be okay. It's that simple. It's that simple. And it's something that I try to do with I mean, that's the minimum you can do for a young person.